So now we're at the stage where we're going to bring out some of the packages. So I decided to build one of the cabinets, one of the bottom cabinets with a number of drawers. It's very important, if you especially, well, it doesn't matter whether you can do it indoors or outdoors, to put something on the floor, a nice red blanket like I've got. Doesn't matter about the colour, but it is important to have a soft material to basically protect the cabinets. I mean, you don't want your new cabinet to be sort of scratched and damaged when you're assembling them. So I'm going to bring them out now. Okay. So this is the first part, which is one of the boxes. Now actually I want to show you this. Turn it around. Okay. Okay, so you see how I've got 5 BC on there? The whole idea of that, when we had all this piled up after it had been delivered, I went through and ticked them off, and I put them into their cabinet groups. So, for instance, this is item number 5 on the drawing, bottom cabinet. And then I put all of the components will have that marked on it, all stacked away in the room there. So when, like now, I need to build this cabinet, I just go pick that particular group, 5 BC. There you go. I'll get the others now. Just as a matter of interest, so this is one of the drawers. This particular flat pack has 2 drawers, and so that's what this is, number 1, and number 2 is coming. And the big box that I first showed you is the actual cabinet frame. And there is the second drawer. I've got a toolbox over there with a number of tools, so you really need a screwdriver, a drill with a ratchet and a number of inserts, a small hammer, and believe it or not, that's about it. Phillips head screwdrivers, by the way. And the other thing you probably need, good knife. Okay. We have, each box contains its complete manual for that component, and that's important. And as we're going through the construction, I will show you the details about this. I'll bring up on screen each page and show you how things go together. But it's a very important document, don't lose it. Now we're going to come to the second part, and that is actually assembling this cabinet before we open anything else. So here we go. So the important part of this is to put the two, so I nearly forgot, when we open up the booklet, and I will now bring up on screen what I'm looking at. So this page shows you how to lay them out on the floor and what components go where. So that's what we're going to do. Here we go. As per the book, as you'll see, I've got that groove there, and we'll grab the other thing and we'll turn it around, and we'll put that groove there. Now it's important to note that these are symmetrical, and what that means is that you could turn them around, swing them around 360, as long as they're lined up like that with the grooves like that, it'll all work. Okay. Next step is to put the screws, and as per our booklet, we have some dowels and some locking screws to put in. So that's what I'm going to do. Ah, by the way, our box of bits and pieces. Okay, so I'm going to tip the components out. What we have here, so these we need to have, these, okay, so those components there, they belong to the assembly. See these components here? They belong to the assembly onto the wall, so we leave them aside for the moment. These are all the parts you will need for the assembly of these cabinets here today. So as you can see, using the book, which I'll bring up on screen now, we need 3 of these, 1, 2, and 3, and then another 3 over here. What I tend to do first, I'll use the Phillips head and just start it on each 3 of these holes. Everyone's got their own way of doing things, but this is the way I do it. Put it on a low speed, put it on about a ratchet of 8, and then done. So the next step is to get the base, and what you do, you line up that groove with that groove there, and if you look closely, the holes here are all lined up to go with the ones with the components you've just put in. Sometimes it takes a little bit of wriggling to get them on. Once they're on, you push that down. Okay, now roll that over and you grab the other side, and again making sure that that line lines up with that there. As you can see, these have to line up with these holes. So there you go, get the bottom one, and then it's just a matter of, so that stage is done. So the next thing is to tip this over. I might just put that more in the centre. There we go. You grab the book, you flip the page to the next page, and what does it tell you to do? Slide the back cover here, or the back piece, or back plate. Okay, this is one of the lessons I was telling you about that I learnt. The slots are actually not open at the end. So as you can see, that groove is actually blanked off. And when I first encountered this, I had to stop and go through the book a number of times and find out what the hell was going on. But as I said, common sense shows you that it's designed to slot in by just expanding the side a bit. So you come and you put one in the top groove there, and you stretch that out a little bit until that groove, that slots in there, and then you push it down. And then you push the bottom and that goes into the slot. The next step, grab the book again, and it tells you that there are two brackets that go across, one here and one across there. And there's also on the back bracket there are a couple of plastic clamps that clip onto this. So we're going to do that now. So these are the clamps that go on top, and these are the little plastic clamps that clip onto the back of this here. So what happens is that if you look closely, they've got a little slot there. That slots on, so you actually push that underneath, and then you push them in and they clip like that. And you put another one over here. So now you have the two, as you can see, one there and one there. So what you do, there's a hole drilled here and there's a hole drilled here, which line up to the holes on each end of this. So, and then you clip the back board to the little plastic clamps and you line the holes up. So once you've done that, it's a simple matter of just putting the screws in. Again, I like to start them with the Phillips head. And then finish them with the drill. And then you repeat the same without the plastic doodads. You do the other bracket on the front, which we'll do now. So as I said, it's basically the same without the plastic attachments. And there we go, that's now secured. So the next trick is to flip it over so that the back is facing up. Turn it over. And the reason for doing that, if you check the book, it tells you that we need a series of nails to go along here, here and here to secure the backboard. And the thing I like about it is that they have actually put little indentations to make it easier so you can keep the nails centered. What we do now is hammer the nails in, but there is one little thing that I picked up here that be wary of. There's only just enough nails to do what they instruct you to do, but also to put two little like little feet or backers. They're protectors on the back here. So they go here and here. Now, this is important. Make sure that you keep two nails ready for those. Put two there. If you don't do that, what will happen is you'll get carried away and hammer all the nails in, and then suddenly realise you haven't got enough to put those feet in. Okay, so what they suggest in the book is that you put one in this corner. So you find one of those little indentations and you go, there we go. And then just, and it goes. And the same with this corner. What I tend to do, I'll put one up this end. On both sides. And there you have it. That stage is now finished. So once that's all done, we flip it back up so that we can put the last two well, not clamps, they're guides in here that are used to mount it on the wall when you go to install the cabinets. And might just swing it around. So you've got these two gaps here. So you've got two right angle brackets. We have these, and one goes here and the other one goes here. And the whole idea is that they've got a groove, sort of a bracket that the attachment that goes on the wall slides in there. So in essence, once these are on here, and later when you come to actually installing these, you slide them along the rail. Very clever. We grab 3 little screws like that, and as I said, one bracket like that. Okay, this is really important in respect to the holes. The book, when you look at it, it's very clear, and I'll have that up on the screen here, and it shows you, because there are multiple holes, and there's multiple holes on the bracket, and it shows you exactly where to mount them relative to the spacing here. As I said, this really is important. When you go to line these up, it's the front set of holes, as you can see there now, as per the page in the book. So now what we do, we put a screw in, and I tend to use the Phillips head again to just get it going. So just another little tip, at the end, after you've built the actual cabinet frame, all these bits are left over, and as I said earlier, they are to do with mounting them on the rail, which you won't do for some time. So I tend to put all these bits in a plastic bag. And put them away. What I tend to do is actually put them, when I've finished putting the drawers in, that I put this inside the drawer. So all these components are resting with the drawer. So the cabinet's finished. The next step is to build the drawers.